In the last episode, I experienced a freak accident when I lost control of my truck on a snow-covered ice road in the Arctic Circle and slipped onto a metal guardrail and rode it with the chassis of my truck for quite some distance at about 15 miles an hour.
I don't know how the car is. I don't know if it's okay.
The incident, unsurprisingly, left me extremely shaken, but the next day, I just had to collect myself and keep driving. My mission that day was to find a mechanic who could take a look at Odyssey and assess if there's any structural damage, because surprisingly, she's still driving around.
I was really hoping that today I'd be able to get the truck checked out at the mechanics just to see if there's anything wrong with it after last night's incident. I don't want to call it an accident, but definitely an incident. But as it turns out, it's a national holiday in Finland today, so the mechanics are closed. There is good news though, because today I'm actually checking into a little cottage in the woods. So I can actually get a little break from the driving and the camping, which is very welcome. So let me take you there. I haven't been there yet. I'm really excited to see it. I'll be there for a little while, working on a pretty special project. So let's just get there and then rest. You want to get there? You want to get there too? Yes, I know. All right, let's do this. It's so good. You want some? Yeah? Tasty, huh? It's a cinnamon bun. Oh my god, they have them everywhere here in Scandinavia. And they're so delicious.
I was out there alone at the time, and as much as I didn't want to get behind the wheel so soon after the incident, I didn't really have a choice. The snow-covered roads gave me huge amounts of anxiety, and driving extremely slowly didn't even help me feel better.
Driving on the snowy road, my palms are sweaty. Heart rate's up. I feel a little panic coming on, and it's getting dark too, which is not great. I just need to get there. I have like another 8 miles to go. I just need to get there, and then I can get out of the car, and then I don't have to go anywhere anymore. Fuck. Yeah, this is a little bit stressful now. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling a bit scared. Almost there. This is slow. Okay, I think this is it. I think we're here. Stay. No. Wait. Oh my god, I'm a mess. Okay. Well, this is home for the next few weeks. I'm so relieved to be here. Oh my god. Is this home?
I had picked a very remote cottage to spend a month in because I really wanted to have ample space and silence to focus on an amazing project which involves a lot of writing. Yeah, I'll tell you all about it at the end of the video.
Of course, Wheelock has to check out every single room in the house. Is it safe, buddy? Yeah? Good. Wow, I'm so happy to be.
sauna. Oh my God. Yes. When I rented this cottage, I didn't realize that moving in would feel like such a relief. But after the events of the last couple of days, I wanted nothing more than to just get away from snowy roads and steering wheels. Though, of course, a few days later, I still had to drive back to town to drop off Odyssey at the mechanics. But first, a big thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Jackery. These power stations have traveled the world with me, but they can become essential kit even if you're not traveling. Jackery basically created the idea of the essential home backup. What that means is they have an entire line of products designed to keep the essential devices inside your home powered, connected, and plugged in, even if there is a power outage, or if a natural disaster strikes, or if you're simply living off-grid. The Jackery Explorer 1000 V2 was my only source of power when I was building my deck high up in the mountains last summer. I needed to charge all my devices, including household items, really, like my screwdriver. And later this year, I'll be moving into an off-grid property, so I know that this is going to become essential kit. The 1000 V2 is also an amazing tool in the context of disaster relief. It is portable, super quick to set up, and easy to use in all kinds of emergency situations. For example, Jackery stepped up and assisted with providing energy resources in the process of rebuilding following the tragic California wildfires. But the product I'm actually eyeing up for like home backups is this, the Jackery Auto Backup Kit 5K. This set includes the Solar Generator 5000 Plus, 2 kits of the Solar Saga 500X solar panels, and the Smart Transfer Switch. So even if the power is cut, you can be sure that you can still keep some of your most essential home devices on. It's a much cheaper, more economical, and simpler and greener option compared to many whole home backup systems. And with that, I'm excited to announce an amazing initiative. Wheelock, shake! Yes, good boy! Jackery is embarking on the Powering 50 Homes Challenge. This is a chance for 50 households all across the United States to get an entirely free backup system. This is an amazing opportunity for those who have been affected by the recent California wildfires or any other natural disaster. So if you feel like you could benefit from this, or if you know someone that could, check the link in the description box below. Oh, one more thing. If you happen to be in Vegas anytime soon, Jackery will be exhibiting at the IBS, the International Builders Show, between the 25th and the 27th of February. If you're there, stop by and say hello. Okay, I've just brought Odyssey over to the mechanics here in the little Finnish town of Kuusamo, and they're gonna take a look. I don't see any damage, but there must be damage, so I'm gonna leave her here for the next day or two, and they're gonna take a look and let me know. Fingers crossed, everything is okay. The mechanic said he would give her a good look over. We also talked about traction and tires and decided it would be a good idea for me to buy a different set of tires. The most aggressive winter tires available on the market, so that I could really feel confident while driving in the future. Okay, that's it. Thankfully, I've got a friend visiting for a few days, which means that I actually have a car. So I can leave Odyssey here for a couple of days, drive back to the house in this car, and then see what happens next. I ended up spending an entire month in this cottage, and I barely filmed anything for that whole month. I have a very good reason for that, and again, I'll tell you about it in a few moments. So what exactly do you get up to in a forest cabin in the remote north for a month? Once a week, I drove to town to do my groceries. But every day, I went outside for a few hours with Wheelock and we trained. I'm training for a 300-mile ultramarathon in the Arctic, which is coming up pretty soon. It involves pulling your own sled with your own food and shelter and gear for 10 days across the forests of northern Sweden. Why do I do this? I've been training for a while, but I knew that I really needed to get used to the snow and the cold. Eventually, I had to face my demons though, and go pick up Odyssey. Okay, it's time to pick up Odyssey. So I'm back at the workshop here in town to kind of see what the verdict is.
and check up on the brand new tires that I got. So nothing is wrong, did you say? Is there anything wrong under the car?
No, there is a little bit scratch, of course.
It's unbelievable, no?
Yeah, it's good car for that.
It's a very good car for that, but I don't know. I couldn't believe it. I was like, no, there must be something wrong. Something, at least. But I'm happy. It's honestly unbelievable that they found nothing wrong with this truck. She's a good girl. Good girl. Okay, so these are my new tires. Let me show you. They're pretty badass. So these are Nokian tires, the LT3 model, and this is not a sponsored video. I paid about $1,000 for a set of 4, so they're not cheap, but I figured that this is probably a very worthy investment. I do not want to die in a car accident. I do not see myself dying in a car accident, so I feel like investing in a great set of grippy tires is a wise investment. So very excited to be trying these out soon. And now I quickly want to slide underneath to show you some of the damage that the car sustained. But apparently that wasn't really critical to the daily operations of the truck. Okay. So this is the guard here on the front. And there's a big scrape just here. But it's really just cosmetic. And then if you look further, there's scrapes all along here and here. And then on the other side, in the back.
It blows my mind that after my car ended up riding a long metal guardrail for about 100 meters, this is all the damage it sustained.
Yeah, I definitely have a guardian angel. I think I even know who it is. Oh, who leaves their cars in gear? Who does that? If you do it, stop. That's not how you're supposed to do it. It's probably how you're supposed to do it, but I always forget. Whew. I got home. Tires feel amazing. They feel really solid, really stable, really good. Interestingly enough, these tires are actually illegal in most countries. Yeah. And they're illegal because of the little metal studs that they have. Those can damage road surfaces, unless, of course, they're covered with snow, like the road surfaces here. So I don't know what I'll do with these tires once I'm done with this very long trip up the Arctic. But I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Whew, this is such a relief. This is such a relief.
Okay, so let's get to the real reason why I rented this cottage for a month and barely picked up my camera the entire time. I'm here because I'm currently writing a book. Since I can remember, I've always wanted to be an author, and it's pretty magical to finally be able to do that. But truth be told, I am really struggling a bit with pouring my creative energy in so many different directions. And between YouTube and Nat Geo and Instagram and the book, it's a lot to think about. And of course, I am extremely grateful to even be in this position, but nobody's creativity is an endless tap, and sometimes you just have to shift focus for a little bit. That's why I didn't film much at all out here. I really needed to focus on writing the first 3 chapters of my adventure book. If you want to stay on top of the book updates, I'll be sharing some more behind the scenes in my newsletter throughout this year. You can sign up here if you're interested. So in the meantime, I guess I'll keep writing.